Hope you enjoyed everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Sellavin. I'll give my latest review on Sailor Moon Crystal, Infinite Journey. This is the finale of season 3 of Sailor Moon Crystal. Like, this finale was definitely very climactic because it had so many overall twists and turns and emotional aspects to it. And so let's get started. All right. Hey, I'm gonna start off with the begin. Let's skip the beginning because the beginning is just basically a recap of what happened last time. All right. Sailor Moon took all her power, both the power within her and the Moon Chalice and the legendary Silver Crystal, dives into that pool of muck and despair, hoping to destroy Master Pharaoh 90 for good, but it ultimately doesn't work. But then things get even more hectic as the talismans begin to align and unite their powers, summoning forth Sailor Saturn. And this is the nightmare that everybody's been literally talking about because because we know they knew all along that because the other three guardians and Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune all predicted that Sailor Saturn was an omen of death and that she would eventually awaken and come because and now she's literally going to bring death. She's literally gonna drop the curtain on everybody. Um, but however, she also still remembers herself as her former life as Hotaru, that human person who was friends with everyone, that nice girl. Everything was fine with her before or things went down the wrong path, and ended up being a horrible situation. You know, things wouldn't have gotten so badly if this had not happened. And things more hectic. Master Pharaoh 90. Getting ready to do her ultimate move, Death Reborn Revolution, and getting ready to use her power, her weapon, Silent Grave. It's literally, she's going to destroy Master Pharaoh 90 and everything else, destroying the Tri-Star system as well, along with it. She destroyed the Silver Millennium, long ago. That means she has the potential to do this. Um, seeing seeing everybody as they can watch helplessly, yes, watch as Sailor Saturn doing what she is, literally sucking everything up and destroying, bringing death to everything. Sailor Tuxedo Mask, saying to herself, "This is the end." Like it's all over. But Hotaru, she's still calling out for help. And who does she call out for? Sailor Moon. And ironically, at the entire Sailor Moon, she's still alive. I knew this wasn't. I knew her just jumping into the pool and looking like she did a kamikaze attack. Wasn't the end. I mean, she deserves more than that. But managed to wake up just as Hotaru is screaming for her. And literally she puts an end. She literally stops this the vortex of energy that's happening right now. He puts an end to it, becoming literally the light in this, the light and the hope in this time of despair and darkness where all is going to end. And it seems like she's like okay right now, unless she has a scratch on her like that. Fog didn't hurt her. She dove down into it, but it's definitely very problematic. Still very awkward. And seeing also Sailor Saturn saying that that death and that rebirth and hope always happens at the end, calling herself of the guide of death, because she is a being of darkness. She is not being of darkness, but an omen of death, because seeing this it's like seeing herself of doing this. Even though everyone know that she's here, they don't know what her intentions are. All right, is she destroying? Is she going to destroy the world? It seems like that because the way she did it, and they were all dumb afraid. But inside, she still feels her former self, her former incarnation, and she feels herself as Hotaru, who still feels herself a little bit as the person she once knew, the person who was friends with everyone, and letting them know that hope does come come at the worst of times. So that's where you should call for it and rely on it the most. And it seems like she even does what people didn't expect her to do to put an end to this conflict and to the conflict. and by putting an end to the conflict without destroying everything completely. She even asked Sailor Pluto for help, but Pluto, even though she doesn't want to, she reluctantly accepts and doing what she has to, even summoning the door of time and or of time, to suck both herself and Master Mara 90 inside of it, and allowing both Saturn and the Pharaoh, to go to become trapped inside. Even though it even though it took a lot, we were a little. They were all. She was conflicted. She knows if she didn't do this, if she didn't, do this, and everyone she knows would have died because her power is literally destruction. And even though she was trying to help, she was destruction. She knew she had to do this. However, it's seemingly, even though the battle is over, it's not the end. Because Sailor Moon, knowing what happened, summoning all this, it looks like she also received something very important from Hotaru. She summoned all her strength, transformed into Neo Queen Serenity, and seemingly undo with all her magic, undo all the damage that was done. And summoning all her strength. Even Tuxedo Mask remembers the dream about the future, that there was destruction and death coming for about this god of destruction, seeing this image, this silhouette of this being in the darkness, and which have no idea who it was, but it turns out it was Neo Queen Serenity. This is just further proof and adding that both their destinies are their fates are connected. It's definitely more more to the story. Overall, if you think about it. you know. Anyway, that's all I got. Anyway, and one of the things I gotta, one of the, there are three things I gotta note at the end. You know, three things I gotta overall note. One, Hotaru survives the battle. She's reborn as an infant, and Sailor Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus decides to raise her. Which is a good move because even though it's a little girl, even though, like this way they could raise her and treat her right. This way she doesn't have to grow up and they don't have to live with the fear of her becoming Sailor Saturn, and they can see their old friend Hotaru once again. It'll take some time and some doing, but this is a good move. This overall I like it because we get to see a happy ending to a sad story. Well, two, apparently there's some kind of time skip. I don't know I don't know how long. I'm guessing between 3 and 6 months after the battle. Oh, I mean everybody's all in high school now. Oh, Usagi, he Raid, Jupiter. They're all in the same high school except for Sailor Mars. They're all going to the same high school now. They all wear uniforms. Them so they're now high school students. Mamo, aka Tuxedo Mask, is in college, And so some time has passed. And Chibiusa is planning on going back to the 31st century. So this is so basically it's a new beginning and an end and a goodbye. But before they do that, they have to go to decide to see this solar eclipse that's going to happen. That's going to happen at this park. Right. It was also at the same part where they're going to say goodbye to Chibiusa while she goes home. And finally, the last note is that they hear some kind of strange whistling sound. It doesn't seem to be noticed by anybody else, but it happens around the same time as the eclipse. And Mamo's not, oh no, well, not happening. Maybe it's only visible to them because they're both special. Because they're both princesses and they both have the crystal, and maybe it's a way, some kind of layer of protection. I don't know. It's just a huge cliffhanger, for maybe another season, which means that something new is gonna happen, which means this is not the end, which is overall a plus because we get to see more of this story. Overall, I like this. The animations was good. The emotional scenes was very good, even though it's a bit cheesy at sometimes. So many qualities. And Sailor Saturn sacrificing herself, coming back, from the dead, even though she wasn't. Then now, being reborn, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto going off to raise her. Chibiusa disappearing, about to leave, and the others going to high school now. And finally, the sign of a new enemy, which we still have no idea who it is. Yes. Yeah. So overall, I liked it, and it makes sense. I mean, in the original Sailor Moon series, there were so many seasons it had. There was the first season of Sailor Moon, which consisted of the first 40 plus episodes. There was a second half of the series. Then there's Sailor Moon R, Sailor Moon S. Then there was the two movies. My cousin even had a copy of the movie, the Spanish version, one of them, Sailor Moon 2. Oh, and overall, I liked it. Uh, you know, it's just more and more gets me more and more excited, more and more details. Made me want to rewatch the old show all over again. Even though I watched half, I only watched only a couple episodes. You think I should continue it or what? Because I've been putting it off for a while. I'm not even done with watching Rurouni Kenshin, and that's my favorite samurai show. Applies from separate from Samurai Champloo and the other and several others, other sword anime. And overall, I liked it. Hey, give me your opinion, subscribe. What did you think of season 3 so far? I liked it, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. This is Sullivan Hans. Gave my latest review of Sailor Moon Crystal. Season 3 finale. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. I'm out. Bye.